weekend video, and it's Saturday the 22nd of February. Interesting date actually, it's a 220220, which I think happens only once every decade. So the next time will be on the 23rd of February 2030, which is 230230. Anyway, those of you interested in numbers, that's a bit of a quirk, I guess. Bitcoin, we've seen the A and the B, I believe. We've had a very sharp beginning to this C, which Chico Crypto described as falling off a cliff, followed by an ABC. I mentioned Chico Crypto because it's quite interesting video. It's quite well produced, quite interesting stuff, but mostly about 10 minutes long, so and daily as well. So it's if you're interested in more information, that's quite a good source, I think. Although he did rather overdo, I think, this little blip here, as it were. I mean, it's a blip to technical analysis, so expect to see this kind of stuff when you see a correction. He's a fundamental analyst, and I guess that was a bit shocking for him. Anyway, seems to me we've got another leg down, possibly a three-part move. If we see a C, if we see a ABC, then around 8,900, we're going to have another wave down. Then we could see a fifth, getting a little bit lower. But as I said before, I think the 8,000s is where we should see a key bottom here. Given that we never know for sure, but that's certainly how the pattern seems to be panning out on Bitcoin. Of course, on Bitcoin we have got a bigger size correction by appearances, so it could be that the first ABC is just part of the deal. Ethereum, however, looks much cleaner with 1, 2, 3. So just a third wave. A, B, maybe down to around here. There's more to come, certainly, I'd expect. So we've got the same kind of pattern as Bitcoin. A, B, so a C perhaps down to there, complete 4. So around, it may well test 200, I suppose, but 220 looks like a target at the moment, but it could extend. It's difficult to see how it might go, but no change of opinion. I think we're going to see a fantastic rally once this correction is finally out of the way. Alright, turning to gold, I've revised the count here. So we saw the low back in August 2019, as I recall. We then had a sort of 1 and a 2. And I think all of this is 3. So this is 1 of 3, 2 of 3, and we're now in 3 of 3, or possibly 3 of 3 of 3. That is a 1 and a 2. That would explain the sharp action we're seeing, it would explain the truncated correction we saw. So that would allow us to see very rapid moves coming in immediately. I mean, I did read somewhere that the governments of the world have given up trying to actually refinance or try to pay off the debt. I mean, it's pretty hopeless anyway, but fairly obviously hopeless for years, really. All they can do is inflate it away. That's the only option left, apparently. I'm no expert on these kind of things, but I can see the logic of that. So if that's the only option left, and they've got to inflate it away, then it's a bit of a doomsday scenario for the currencies, and therefore very good news for gold. And I guess the coronavirus doesn't hurt either, with people looking for safe havens for the money when stock markets could be devastated if the coronavirus actually establishes itself outside of China. Interestingly, the Chinese charts look very strong, which is rather odd. I guess it's rather manipulated over there. I don't know. It seems to bear no reality to what seems that the charts seem to show none of the reality which you'd expect from the virus. But anyway, so far last week I said that it would peak in China within 1 to 2 months, depending on the area you're looking at, and then it will start to dwindle away. So we ought to know within 1 or 2 months whether it actually has managed to get out of the country in a meaningful way, and whether the rest of the world is at risk or not. Right now the markets seem fairly blasé about it, really. Anyway, I think gold is now in that breakout move, and the cryptos should follow fairly shortly. Alright, silver. We've now got the same pattern really on silver and gold. So 1, 2, this is 1 of 3, I believe, 2 of 3, and now we've got 3 of 3 firing up. So again, we should see a very solid rally there. And it's also of interest that the historic ratio between silver and gold is at a very low level right now. So it's currently about 75. I mean, one needs 75 ounces of silver to equal 1 ounce of gold, approximately. I think often it's about 20 or 25. So if silver were to catch up, then that would add a huge amount to the silver rally here. I mean, obviously we want to be on this, and this has made a big call on both these markets. So you want to be getting long of this if you're not long already. I mean, subscribe. Any help you want, just drop me a line. very happy to help out. I mean, as you know, I own silver itself, gold itself, ETFs, stocks, pretty much everywhere you can invest. I've sort of invested in this thing, I think, just about. But it depends if you want to be an investor, which is much easier. Go and buy some silver, go and buy some stocks. Stocks tend to multiply the gains. Spread betting is slightly more complicated because you may want to use stops. Actually got leveraged abilities with a spread betting account. So using stops can make a lot of sense. Most people do. I do certainly. You can, of course, use very small positions, just to say buy £1 a point every now and then. And if that goes into profit, then add a bit every 50 points something. That's not a system. It's just that's a sort of basic concept to avoid going in too heavy to start with. And as the move progresses, your position progresses, and blah blah blah. It's more complex than that, but it's just one idea. Right, looking at FTSE, back in October we saw the low, 5 rows up, we discussed that a few times. ABC down, that seems pretty clear, followed by a 5 up here. Now there could be a B wave, but it looks impulsive. I've got an ABC coming in from there. So potentially we have a case for a decent rally starting next week. It's not the an ideal pattern, but certainly this pullback fits a wave 2 very well, given it's gone down below the 61.8% level, and it's with the same kind of time span. This is a bit deep though. The C wave is a bit short. The A wave comes to here, so we saw a similar move. We'd be retesting the lows. That's a slight worry as well. But if we see a decent thrust up, I'll probably go with it on Monday, I think, on the FTSE. Similar pattern on the DAX. We've got, and I revised the count slightly. So 1, 2, 3 to there, 4 and 5. That's in line with the FTSE and the Dow. Looks like an irregular correction. It looks like an ABC for a B wave, and then this sort of 5 wave down. Not sure it's over yet though. It hasn't even got to the 38.2% level yet, which is a bit subnormal. So there could be more to come on the DAX at the moment. So it's still a bit uncertain here. Looking at the Dow though, we've got the 5 waves up. We discussed that before. And we've got the A, B, and the C could be complete. It's about the right length. It's hit the 50% level just about. So that's possible. We've got a low there as well. So FTSE and the Dow are possible lows. The DAX, I guess, will probably follow suit, although it has been acting a bit differently recently. Subject, of course, to news items. The coronavirus is always waiting in the wings to upset the markets, I think. There's no guarantee that may not do so next week. Right, that's all for today. If you found it useful, back to the report on Tuesday for subscribers. Have a great day. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.